Bonjour, good day to you all in Mauritius on this happy and eventful day of opening up your shop down near the Fisherman's Slipway. We first heard about Captain Mimi's dive centre from a visiting yachtsman who had visited Mauritius and given us a little map and talked to us about somebody that they'd met by the name of Mimi. He said, don't go anywhere else in Mauritius if you want to dive. Find Mimi and dive with him. He is a fisherman and he takes divers out and knows the sea backwards. He is brilliant. We said to him, who is this Mimi man? No, he's a fisherman, as I said. What does he look like? He's got blue eyes, he wears a hat, and he wears flip-flops. How do we contact him? Is there a telephone number? No, I don't know, said he. But go to the Fisherman's Slipway and just ask for Mimi. They all know him. Everybody knows Mimi. Oh, we said, is this genuine? Yes, it is. Where does he live? We said, just past the Slipway and you go down a road called Hibiscus. Get to the end and look in the yard. You will see a little motor, outboard motor, standing on a rack and a pet monkey. We said, well, this is not too much to go on. We arrived in Mauritius and went down to the Slipway. And we said, where's Mimi? Oh, everybody knew Mimi. Mimi, yes. Wait, they said. And off ran somebody. A few minutes later, along came this man with a hat on and flip-flops. Went over to him and said, hello, how are you? Shook his hand, and then I knew straight away that this was a man of the sea, and all the tales about him were true. We arranged to dive with him that afternoon, brought the cylinders over, and his son, Jackie, at that time, who was working for the aquarium, filled them. Off we went to our first dive. On which boat? I said. He said, Mimi. I said, no, that's your name. No, he said, the boat's name too. Okay, that's fine. Where are we going to? We're going to Mimi's Arch. Mimi's Arch, dive spot too. Yes, he said. Off we went. What a brilliant dive. The second dive, very briefly, was on a site called Liddy's Wreck, which we all know very well. We went out and Mimi, there was no GPSs. What he did was he would look at the shore and that was his GPS. He would look over and say, yes, we are here, we are at the depth. Drop the anchor, Mr. Eric, drop the anchor. We dropped the anchor. And he said, it's the third tire next to the wreck. Lo and behold, we went down, looked, and I couldn't believe it. There was the anchor in the middle of the third tire. We dived for the whole period, 14 dives in 10 days. Mimi captaining all of them and gave us great service and many, many talks and tales. The last one we dived was out at also Lily's Wreck type area, but on the way back the sea had got up big and we stood outside there, just outside the Fisherman's Pass, and there was a long set of waves coming through. And I thought, oh my hat, if we go in here, we're in a lot of trouble with this little motor. And to our sort of relief, Mimi decided to go in through another pass. He watched the waves for a long time. This was his absolute seamanship. He chose a gap and I thought, oh my hat, here we go. We are in for it. He went in through this gap. My fellow diver had laid down in the boat and had already pulled his fins on because he thought he was going to swimming. We went through this little gap, got sprayed with water, caught the wave, straightened out, swung the motor sideways, and we went in sideways against a rock and he pushed it off with a pole and we went across into the Fisherman's Pass. We didn't say a word. We didn't talk. We didn't say a word. He just looked at us and we said, Mimi, that was close. He said, oh, no problem, no problem. Well, needless to say, we went across to Tommy's bar and we talked about it. The next day we also had a dive, the last sort of meeting. And what did he say? His famous old saying was, hey, Mr. Eric, You got a bubble ass. Cyclone in the head. No? Okay, dive. That was Mimi. We met his two sons, Jackie and Johnny, and this whole thing progressed over the years. Things disappeared and things came. They substituted. The aquarium disappeared. The tank fulls disappeared. They got a compressor. This little compressor used to work, but everything was still sweet. The progress was over the years, which could take hours to talk about. Johnny then joined. Jackie was actually the skipper then. Mimi sort of dropped off a little bit. Jackie took over the boat. Fine. He just followed his father's steps. He was a fine seaman and a good boatman. Then came a different dimension. Johnny joined up more regularly, and he dived. He was the Jacques Cousteau of Mauritius. We could dive with him, and he would point out everything and all the little things. There was an education bar none. With him on the bottom and Jackie on the top, what a fine pair. The bottom line is that everywhere, not everywhere, but all the things that sort of disappeared were replaced. It stayed a family business, absolute family business. It was all in the heart. The sea was there. Even the family, Mary Claire, sisters, wives, grandchildren were supportive. They were always very, very happy and were pleased to see us. For this I am eternally thankful. I wish you all the best, both of you, in this hot seat. Jeremy, who has joined now full-time with all your fabulous photography and video clips. Luik, I believe, has joined. I've never had the pleasure of diving with him. But to this family and this family business, you deserve it. And thank you for all the years of service from us. God bless the new centre. God bless those who come through the front door. To the others that are there, maybe Michelle, Francois, Victor, Pascal, hi. Good day to you as well. God bless you all. To Mary Claire, goodbye.